this book had a lot of potential, to be honest. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Anushka, and in this video I'll share my thoughts on one of the most hyped books of the recent times, and that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. Now this book is all over the internet, be it Instagram or YouTube, and everyone seems to be raving about this book. So I was quite intrigued about this book, not just because of the rave reviews, but also after reading the synopsis, which was quite fascinating for me, and I felt like the plot was quite promising. So guess what? I read the book and finished it just yesterday night, and I have some thoughts which may be contradictory to other people's reviews and beliefs. So if you're interested to know my thoughts on this book, and if you're planning to read this book, you might just want to hear my thoughts and see this video before you invest in this book. So first of all, let me tell you a bit about its plot, because as I said, I personally found it quite fascinating. Now this book is a historical fiction which mainly revolves around a main protagonist named Addie LaRue, who has lived for 300 years. She is born in France in 1691, and when she turns 23, she is about to get married, but she runs away from that marriage because she does not want to get tied up into relationships. She does not want the usual life of family, of kids. Instead, she wants to travel the world, she wants freedom, and she wants to explore things. So she runs away from her marriage, and on the night of her marriage, she meets this dark devil, Dark Lord, and makes a deal with him in exchange of her soul. She'll get immortality and freedom. But what she does not realize is that this is a curse instead, a curse of invisibility, that she will be forgotten. No one will ever remember her. As soon as she leaves the room, or as soon as she's out of someone's eyes, she is forgotten. No one has her memory. She isn't able to leave a mark. But her life goes on. But then she meets this guy named Henry, and he actually surprisingly remembers her. And that's when her life changes. She questions a lot of things. So yeah, that's the basic synopsis. It's quite intriguing. I personally really liked it, and that's why I picked this book up. Now let's talk about the good things, and later I will tell you the things which I quite not like about this book, and they are a lot, honestly. But let's talk about the good things, because there are a lot of good things as well. The first thing that I liked is hands down the writing, and oh my god, it's so flowery, poetic, and what not. It's such a beautiful writing, very explanatory, very flowery, very descriptive, and quite engaging, honestly. The second thing that comes to my mind is how evocative this book is. By evocative, I mean that this book will make you think a lot about a few things which you would have never thought about, and that happens with a lot of books, but this book has a different thing altogether to it. The way this book has been written, it's quite passionately written, like the importance of someone remembering you. Like, you have all the freedom in this world, you can do everything, but you just don't have one thing, and that is you cannot attach with people. People can't remember you, and that's something that I thought a lot after reading this book. The next thing is, and that's said at the last, in the last few pages of the book, and that is life can be different. Like, it can be very long for few people, and it can be very short as well. You may not understand this at this moment, but once you read this book, you'll get the point. Now, finally, let me tell you the things which I did not like about this book. Before that, let me tell you that whenever I enjoy a book, I always overlook the flaws, the loopholes. Basically, I don't critique the book as much as I do when I don't enjoy the book. And that's the same case with this book. So you may have overlooked these points, but for me, I did not maybe like this book because of these points. The first and foremost, I want to talk about how repetitive this book is. I mean, after 200 pages, I felt like the scenes were same. It's just that one character changed and the main character remained. That's what I felt. I mean, there are 300 years. I mean, so much could have been explored in 300 years. I wanted so much more. I wanted something new because I was so fascinated. Okay, 300 years, there's going to be so much for me to read, but nothing new was there. Nothing new. That's my problem with this book. And the initial few pages, like 150 to 200 pages, were interesting for me. People say that those were slow, but I liked the initial part and the ending part as well, because that was a closure. The middle part felt a little dragged because, as I said, it was repetitive. Next, what I did not like about this book is the characters, how empty and unexplored the characters felt. Like the book could have had so many characters. Yes, there are characters, but they are just there to fill the void. There's no focus on the characters. Nothing is explored. They're just like guests. They come and go. They come and they go. The guest appearance that's there. So I was never invested in the book, maybe because of the characters as well. I could not connect with Addie nor with Henry. Henry a bit more, but in the ending, when Addie says a dialogue like the last chapter, I was like, what has she become? How could she think? And also, like, the ending, yeah, let me tell you, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was thinking about the book in a different manner while I was reading it. But after, I think, 450 or 500 pages, I think it took a turn, and I went back and read the parts name which are mentioned, like part 1, part 2 and part 3, and the names that has been given to those parts. And I was like, okay, I think I was moving in the wrong direction. The story is not about these two characters, but it's about these two characters. Don't want to spoil anything, but that's what I felt, and I did not like that part. And at last, I just want to sum up by saying that this book had a lot of potential, to be honest. The synopsis was so fascinating to me, but I think this book did not live up to my expectations because the execution was not that great. I'm not saying anything about the author. Her writing is beautiful. The plot is also great, but I think I wanted more from this book. Maybe if this book would have been written from some other author, I wouldn't have disliked this book so much. But to me, I felt like this book at times turned boring for me, and it was repetitive, it was dragged a bit, and it did not fulfill my expectations. So yeah, that's my last thought. And if you want to go ahead with this book, you may. I rated this book 3 stars because it isn't a bad book. It isn't a bad book, but it's just that I didn't enjoy this book, and I felt like this book was a bit boring, and there could have been so much more that would have happened in this book, and it was a bit incomplete, unexplored book in my opinion. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video and you got to know something new about this book, and you got to hear me telling you about this book. If you want any more reviews on other books as well, just comment down below and let me know. I would love to make these single review kind of videos. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and comment down below because I, as always, love reading your comments, and I always reply to your comments. With that said, I'll see you later with another video. Until then, bye.